You know, by time you kind of understand, and I'm saying this from a like YouTuber perspective, that how the algorithm kind of like works in its core. And this is definitely something you will learn over time. At least it was for me. It took me. I've spent like, Jesus Christ, I've spent so many months just trying to figure out what works the best for what I do, like what I push out.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Metaverse Degen. I'm Lion.
I'm Old Man Raptor, and our guest is.
Parzeval! Woo!
Thank you for joining us, Parzeval.
I want what he had for breakfast. I want what he had. What'd you have for breakfast anyhow? Maybe I want to go get some. I'm just drinking coffee, man.
Always motivated. Too much coffee. Hey, you know how it goes.
The nicotine 101 class. Great shit.
He knows. Oh no, he knows.
Yeah, I drink coffee up the ass. Yeah, I know what it's like. It's great. So.
Great stuff.
So what is it you do here in the virtual world, Parzeval?
Oh my God, that's a question I should have expected, but I did not prepare for. Well, I make videos in VRChat for a good year now, and it seems to be working, which is really cool. And I love to connect with other people. And yeah, it's just amazing having like this virtual world around you where you can be in this amazing place while you're still like sitting in your living room, but still having this headset on and being immersed in like, for example, in this place or the connections that you have with people. It's crazy. It's something you can't really describe to someone who never tried it before. If I'm trying to explain it to my mom, she would be like, I don't know. Just do what you're doing. I don't care. Just do it. I don't mind. And yeah, well, I'm here. And it's amazing.
Oh, wait a minute.
I love VR.
Since he brought that up, or there, I usually ask this, but I'm going to ask it early, so I got it in my head because he already brought it up. What's the weirdest thing that you ever seen since you started in VR that literally flipped you into a gear and you didn't going, oh God, did I just see that? Yeah, that kind of deal.
Oh God. I think that was a good year ago as well. That was in August of last year, where me and my friends went to the B Club 2.0. Now there's 3.0, but no 2.0. And we were public. There was a public world, and there were two people. I guess it was a couple, E-boy and E-girl avatar. And you know, there are usually like private rooms in the just B Club world where you can just hang out with your friends, or I don't know, do other kinds of stuff. And they came into our room, got themselves on the bed, and did it right in front of us, and we just went, what in the why?
Oh wow.
We were just sitting, having like these super cool in-depth conversations, and they just came in, and I have no idea why. I don't get it. We just reported them, and you know.
Oh, wow. You should have done it like this. You shouldn't have reported them until after you had done picking on them. You would have looked and gone, to the right, dude. You're screwing it up. She's not moaning like she was 10 minutes ago. There's wrong. Oh you got to get them out of the groove.
That was a missed opportunity. That's true.
You got to have fun with that shit.
Out there. It's like, go, guy, go.
Oh, yeah, you should have brought everybody in. Cheered them up. Go, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to go get 6 more people. We got to watch this. I'm going to sell tickets at the door.
Get the soda.
The soda. Yeah, sell tickets and chips at the door. I'll make some money on this ordeal. Yep, works for me.
Yeah, that was a missed opportunity now that you're saying it. Gosh.
That's what you got to do.
So
that's unfortunate.
What inspired you to start doing content and stuff and joining VRChat? Like, what brought you here, and then what made you want to make content?
So my way to VR happened in 2018 when I used to do an apprenticeship at my local airport. And we were doing that for like 1 week, just checking out how things work and how we would work if we would be like if we would apply there and be like, you know, straight in. And they showed us around at the airport and stuff. That's all cool. But they also showed us something very exclusive that only my group was able to see, and that was an VR booth. They had like
Oh.
4 HTC Vive headsets, and we were able to play like kind of like a multiplayer game, and with like sound where you have to like kind of like Beat Saber, but you have to like beat I don't know, beat like these yellow and blue balls, and that's when I kind of thought, okay, I really kind of want to have a VR headset. And I already knew about VRChat back then because I was watching a lot of Swagger Souls and what was it? Some other cool content creators that really made me laugh and stuff. And then I thought about renting a headset, which was the HTC Vive, and rented it for a year. Then Silence for a year, then I rented the HTC Vive Cosmos for a year, which is completely bad. Don't get it. It's absolutely worse. The tracking is so much more worse than the Quest 2 when it comes to the controllers. But that's another topic. And then in 2022, in April, I got my Valve Index headset because there was also a time where I watched a lot of VR videos, and I was like, okay, you know what? I was working as a gardener back then, and I didn't got enough money, but I would still like put stuff to the side, and I was straight up would go to get like a used Valve Index, a secondhand index, and 1 month later I get the trackers and get all the setup that I need to have, like this, you know, the stereotypical VRChat player tracking legs and the Valve Index finger trackers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's how it kind of turned out. And when it comes to content creation, there was... Actually, it's pretty funny. In August of... I even remember. In August of 15, before I went to Spain for my vacation, I started to make my first video, which was the developer update. And... but all of this video making only happened because back then I met twice in the Deluxe Tavern, and I was kind of like talking about how did you start with YouTube? Do you know about the algorithm and stuff? And that kind of like pushed some gears to start working on videos, and that's when the ball started rolling. And well, it's going full blast now. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Grads, man. Really grads. That's
Yeah.
great.
Congratulations.
That's really
man.
great
That's
to have
actually
that
cool.
kind of role.
really
No.
awesome you're doing what you're doing.
Thank you. It's amazing. I just love like talking with the community. I just love giving people advice, or if they just want to take a picture, they can take a picture, or just talking. You know, I'm still a user. I'm still a human. They can just go up to me and just start talking. I don't mind, as long as they're cool and as long as they're chill, don't have any bad intentions. I don't mind. So I'm not really. I wouldn't call myself special.
Whoa! You don't look human. What the hell are you talking about? You got horns.
Yeah.
What the hell? You're, what?
No.
What? You got it out.
Oh, that's a secret.
Oh wow! Let it out of the bag. Oh shit.
Okay, censor
Sorry,
that.
folks.
Censor that.
Yeah.
Censor
Sorry.
that.
Let it out of the bag.
I won't censor anything.
Oops.
It'll all be in
Oops.
the video.
We don't say. And there, I'll be in. Yeah. Never.
I'm
Added,
still
but
a
never
blue
censored,
Oni.
folks.
Not a human. Okay, I'm correcting myself.
Oh, okay. Wow. Now I feel like my mom.
Why is that?
That's not the proper, because that's not the proper way of doing things. You got to correct yourself before you say it. You know, okay, sorry.
I thought it was because you're old.
Okay.
Up yours, buddy. You didn't say that, sorry.
Good stuff.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
What kind of content do you normally do? May I ask?
How would I categorize it? So
You
I
categorize
guess-
it? Wow.
Yeah.
How the hell do you work that out?
I do a lot of different stuff, so I'm not able to, you know.
Oh, okay.
I'm not able to see like, okay, I do this and this. And
okay.
So I do a lot of
okay.
different stuff. Many people know me from my developer update videos because no one was doing them before. So I was like, okay, this might be an opportunity to make videos on, and that's how it happened. But I would call myself a variety content creator because I also do like experiments. Like I was in a rubber room for a while. I will climb Mount Everest on VRChat for a while, and there's still some more experiments I want to do. But I would say it's variety content creator. It's like kind of like everything that has to do with VR and VRChat.
Okay.
That's how I would like claim it. Yeah.
I'm confused, Lion. He said it was in the rubber room. Does that mean it comes with rats? If you know what I meant. We won't go any
Oh my
deeper
God,
than
no,
that.
please don't start it. Don't start it, please.
No, I didn't go. I stopped right there. I didn't go any. Let them figure it out. That's the idea. There it goes. Yeah.
Keep it that way.
A rubber, a rubber
When
filled
you-
with rats.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, here we go. See, here it
The whole
goes.
comment
You had to
section
let
was
you.
full with that. Oh my God,
Uh-huh.
no. It's trauma. Oh God.
What the content you've made and the content that you've probably worked like we did, and you started from the bottom up and everything. What one sticks out in your mind the most when you were doing your content? What one, without hurting anybody's feel bads, what was one of the things that you really, how you want to put it, draw the line and you're just going yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and you didn't know if you were going to go there?
Ooh. Do you mean what's like what made me pop off in that way, or?
No. Well, whatever content that you were doing, that you can remember what a video that you were doing, you had one that you were doing and everything else like this, and you're just going, oh, yeah, should I or shouldn't I send it out there? You know, not worried about what YouTube was, just worried about whatever it was.
I know your question. Is there any content you were questioning to post? Like you were like on the line, do I want to post it? Do I not want to post it? I think that's what he means.
And you did it anyhow.
I didn't post them. There were some ideas I had because there's a lot of thirst baiting when it comes to VRChat. I think that's what that's what it is. And I've been planning to make a video, but I think it would get a lot of backlash because it's kind of like a way for people to do money in VRChat. I guess it's kind of like a marketing way, I reckon. So I'm not sure, but that's all I can say. Actually, every video I planned is on my YouTube channel so far.
Oh,
So
really?
there's like nothing I would say this is this is good. So yeah, this is basically how I would say.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
No problem there.
I think even conversations like that with the whole thirst baiting, if you're to have that as content, I still think would provide some value. Even if people are mad about it, at least it'll put it in their mind. What they're up to. At least that'd be my view. Like with the content we do, I have zero problem touching on a subject. Like even if it makes the community mad, it's like, yeah, nope, we need to have it. Quit drinking or slow down your drinking or whatever.
Yeah.
At least that's my view of the whole thing.
Yeah, that's I relate to that. Yeah. So because I just noticed that a lot of when I go to Twitch TV and then go into the VRChat category, all I see is just I don't know, if I don't want to hurt anybody, okay? If you're watching this, don't feel hurt. This is not like personal, but I see a lot of people who are like who don't talk, but they have like this sexually attractive avatar, and it's just they're just usually standing there, and it's more of I feel like this is more of a thirst bait or like YouTube thumbnails from specific VRChat YouTubers. It's just a little too much, and this is what I would love to cover on, but I don't think I can kind of like put it into words when it comes to the script and stuff. So yeah, but that's the only video I didn't actually plan.
I do kind of agree though with that there's a lot of thirst baiting and a lot of content out there, though to the same degree, the thirsty avatars is also kind of ingrained in VRChat culture in some weird way.
Yeah.
Like most avatars made, they're visually appealing. They're usually skimpy clad. Pasties are commonplace, for an example. So it's kind of a VRChat thing to do, but also I do agree it is a bit much.
It's difficult to that's what I mean with it's difficult to cover on that, because in some way it's also engraved in VRChat because people use like avatars like these, which is completely fine. I don't have any problem with this, but I think when VRChat content creators like put like big ass booties on the thumbnail just to have like a 10-minute conversation about, oh no, I kind of got wet. Oops, sorry. Okay, I don't know. It's like stuff like this. It's kind of, yeah. That's the only thing that I kind of criticize. The rest is just all fine. I almost watch every
Everybody's
VRChat
got to have a
video
nice
out there.
booty butt. You got to have something to sit on. The hell are you supposed to do? You don't got an ass. You're going to be sitting. Oh, God, I got to stand. My ass hurts. I can't sit down at all. I got a bony ass. Sucks. Yeah,
Raptor,
get that conversation going and see where it
if
goes.
that's the kind of thing you wish in content, there's a fun black and orange website that'll be perfect for what you're
No,
looking for.
no, no. Stop your crap right there. No, I'll look at it later, folks. I'll check it out.
I'll send you the black and
I'll
orange
go
link
look for
later,
anyhow.
indeed.
No, thanks. I don't know what he's talking about. No. I ain't checking that out. Yeah, fuck it, hey man. I'm gonna look at that bitch real quick. Yeah, it's almost as bad as when you get on the internet for the first time. I don't give a fuck who you are. You type something in that's so fucking stupid, and you want to see the result of it on the other end. And how many is there? How many pages? You don't look at nothing. Holy shit, there's over 75 fucking pages on this. What the holy shit? Somebody was bored and had to analyze it really down to the science. Yeah. Try that sometime, folks. Try that sometimes, folks. Type in the weirdest shit that you can find on your search engine. Don't worry about what it is. Make sure it's whatever you want it to be, and look and see how many pages is at the bottom of it. That is what's so fucking bizarre. I do it all the time, you know, just for shits and giggles. I guess I got a bizarre
It
mind.
reminded me of a game we used to play in high school where we look up innocuous, simple things. It could be like men's haircuts, rubber ducks, and you would turn safe search off and see how many pages you could go until you found porn. That was the whole game. So you'd purposely try and go as long as you could. The whole point is to have as many page numbers as you could. And you'd be surprised how some innocuous words, you'd only get a page or two in. There are other words which you'd expect, oh, this is going to be page 1. No, it's like page 56. It's a pretty fun game to play.
And the last one on the bottom of 56 is a porn site. Yeah, like you're gonna go all the way to 56 just to see what it is.
Wait, about men's haircuts? Okay, you know what?
That's
Who
funny
knows?
story.
You never know.
Men's haircuts. I remember once I was a kid, my mom was actually looking up men's haircuts on the internet for some reason, and she went to turn images on because she wanted to see the men's haircuts. First image was a very lewd image of women on a beach with a bikini. I want to say that much. With overly sized assets, and my mom panicked, and it was the funniest thing I've ever saw. I was like, Mom, what are you looking at? She's like, I swear I was looking at men's haircuts. I was like, yeah, sure, Mom. That's exactly what you're doing.
Yeah. What haircut do you do on the beach? Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you just want to make sure the environment gets the hair, right? Yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, get the barber on there. Oops. Oh God, no.
The funny thing is,
Well, it
my
happens all
mom
the time.
watches these, and I can tell she's gonna call me and go, "Why would you share that story?" I can see it now.
Sorry, he did it. It's all his fault this time. Not mine. I don't have to worry about it. My mom don't even touch the internet. My mom don't touch the internet. She has nothing to do. She won't even touch a cell phone. I throw my cell phone down. Here you go, Mom. I answered. She goes, I ain't touching that son of a bitch. You fuck with it. I don't want it. I go, Jesus criminy, Mom. I'll deal with the regular touch phone button phone at the house. Okay.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
diving back into you. Apologize for warning. Raptor and I tended to do tangents. And it's not on purpose. It's not on purpose.
No worries.
we just go ape shit. Sorry.
So, what kinds of things have you learned since you started doing content that has stuck with you? That you, yeah.
Ooh, what kind of things have I learned? You know, by time you kind of understand, and I'm saying this from a like YouTuber perspective, that how the algorithm kind of like works in its core. And this is definitely something you will learn over time. At least it was for me. It took me. I've spent like, Jesus Christ, I've spent so many months just trying to figure out what works the best for what I do, like what I push out. And I was like, if you guys know the channel makers, or like I don't know, these other like YouTube guides that like show you how the algorithm works. Actually, these guys really helped me a lot. But um, what also really helped is the process of video production, definitely, because that also takes a lot of time to put into the project that you're like working on. And there's also so much time that I invested just like watching tutorials on how to do that, how to do the smallest things that do so much significant change on the quality of a video. It I learned a lot. I'll say that in a one sentence. I learned a lot during that VRChat YouTuber career right now, I reckon. It's only been 1 year, so yeah, it's
Wow.
crazy.
Well, take a look. When I saw your YouTube channel, it would looks like you've been at it for a lot longer than that, to be honest. And it's very impressive what you have going on. So I will say you must have learned a lot really quickly because it's quite impressive.
Mm. Oh yeah, actually, many people were surprised that I just popped out of nowhere into the VR chat video creation and stuff, and they just saw, oh, there's a video from Parzeval, oh, there's that, and there's that, and yeah, a lot of people noticed that I quickly adapt to stuff like this, but it's also really what I wanted. It's also really what I still want to this day is just improve, 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 and that just takes a lot of time and research and how to make a video, how to do this, how to do thumbnails, da da da. So yeah, I want to improve on that a lot more. So I really hope that it goes even better next year. So yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's that's a very understandable thing to try and pick up and learn because it's not like most people don't really put a lot of research into it. They just jump right into it. I'm glad to see you're doing some research. What lessons
Thank you.
of that process was harder for you to like pick up and adapt to?
I would say understanding the audience that I put like my videos out. 'Cause you know, you gotta understand the people who are watching your videos, because else who you're gonna make the videos for, you know? And that was probably it's still a little difficult because since I do variety content, I'm kind of like experimenting a little with what I put out, and oh, it's really difficult. Some actually say that YouTube kind of became like a lab because it's, you know, you put so much research just for to understand the algorithm and to make sure that everything works correctly, that you kind of like experiment as if you were in a lab, putting like all these little tiny things into the correct chemicals to make everything blossom very, very well. And I would say, but to the core question, I would say probably understanding what my audience wants, because I'm all over the place when it comes to VRChat videos.
Okay.
Basically.
So, how do you find out what the audience wants then, may I ask? Like, how could you tell what it is they want and if they don't like it? Like, how does one tell those things?
Okay, but from my experience, this is totally different for every YouTube channel out there. Especially on the VRChat scene, it's completely different from what the audience likes. So, you know, since I started with VRChat developer updates, many people stayed just for the VRChat developer updates, and that's fine. I have no problem with this. But for example, if I do my experiments, like with the VRChat rubber room, or with climbing the Mount Everest in VRChat, I noticed that this doesn't work as well because it's more, it's not really, there's no demand for it. I have the supply, but there's no demand for exactly that type of content when it comes to VR chat. So you could technically say that people who do look for VR chat on YouTube a lot rely on tutorials or on how-tos or on what's the best thing, what's the best world, what's the best avatar, what's the best website that is related to VR chat. That's actually my recent video. And basically that's what most of the audience that come across my videos wants. That I also noticed that from the views, obviously, and from the analytics.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are the analytics a good tool to figure all of that out?
Oh, it is. It is. If you know how to read the analytics on YouTube, it's definitely a very, very important tool. You've really got to use it. It's definitely something you just not just overlook and be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's good. Okay, I'll just put the next video out. It's a whole lot more than that. It's a complex system that you really have to invest your time in, and also you kind of have to know your niche, especially for VR chat. VR chat is very niched. I mean, we're living luxury for other people because not many people can like put all their money aside just for a VR headset. So it's still like kind of, I would say, a luxury. So it's very niched. It's very niched, and making something that is more watchable to the consumer is really difficult, especially for VR chat videos. So yeah. That's what I can say about it.
Okay.
But the analytics do help.
Okay. So
Mhm.
you said a second ago that making videos for VR chat as a niche, what kinds of things do you think, as like as you said, a luxury, should be pushed out or best pushed out for VR chat as a niche? Then, may I ask?
So from the people that do like look up for videos in general when it comes to VR chat niche, it's usually consumer VR headsets like the Quest 3, Quest 3 avatars, Quest 3 worlds, Quest compatible worlds. So basically all this Quest compatible thing is like um one big how can I say? One big thing to make videos about. But that's not my plan. Even though I would know that it would bring me views, it's just not something I would be happy about because I don't want to just focus on, okay, this is Quest 3 and this is the Quest 3 world and this is a Quest 3 avatar and this is Quest that, Quest this. No. That's not what I want to do. So, but technically, if you really want to speak the whole VR chat, or at least a good majority of the VR chat niche when it comes to YouTube, it's basically Quest 3, Quest compatible stuff. So all this big Quest meta, um, yeah,
Yeah.
niche,
Well, that does.
sub niche, I think, yeah.
Yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Isn't VR chat's user base like 70 to 80 to 90% Quest users versus PC users? So those kinds of
Yeah.
things and questions coming up does make a lot of sense, especially with like it coming to Christmas soon. People are to join in with a Quest headset guaranteed. They're gonna have those questions, so that does make a lot of sense. At least with like VR chat's current
Oh
user
yeah.
base.
Oh yeah, I can already see the wave in December. A lot of people are just gonna look for Quest that, Quest 3. But there's a whole big wave coming, I feel like, especially for December. Maybe or maybe not. But it's always kind of like a guess play. We didn't really had inflation in 2020 from what I know. I could be super wrong about this. That's why people used to buy a lot of Quest 2s in 2020 because it was definitely cheaper. But I think the Quest 3 can also do the same. So that would also bring a lot of new people into VR chat and introduce them to this amazing world that some people are missing out on, but they still have a chance to check this out. It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hello. Oh, I broke that. Huh. It'll buff.
If you're enjoying this, please, I would heavily suggest to follow us on any of our social media. If you go down in the thingamabob, down that way, we have a card, metaversedegen.card.co, with all our social media. Feel free to come follow us at any of those places. We've got Discord, we hang out there all the time. Feel free to come chat. Also, we have a Patreon with 2 people who joined up now, and I'm going to give them a little bit of a shout out. One of which is Training Fangs, who's a really good friend of ours, and Forbidden Zero, and also a good friend. So please, come follow us, come hang out. Oh, that's my cue to go. Enjoy the video.
I even seen some buzz about within even the VR chat community PC users with the new Quest headset, with it having augmented reality, especially with like Tube making some cool overlay stuff for augmented reality. You're able to use your hands, and like there are some DJs happy with the new headset because you can see your board and be in augmented reality and still do your thing and see everything and
Yeah.
function normally. So I do see the new Meta Quest having a waves here soon, especially with like current users making content with it and talking about it. Most people like the newest whatever is out there phones, Quest headsets, and I have a feeling Quest 3 is going to bring a new wave, a pretty big wave at that, of users.
Yeah. Oh, definitely, definitely. I think the I think it's mixed reality. Yeah. But the mixed reality, if you like double tap on the side of your headset, you can just see your hands and your controllers, and that makes it for DJs a whole lot easier to kind of like know where their set is, or for other people to know where stuff is if they have like not enough space in their room, then so they don't bump like into the walls or into the chairs, how I sometimes do with the index. But you know, that happens. But yeah, it's definitely gonna bring up a new wave. I'm really interested to see how this is gonna turn out in December. Definitely. It's really interesting.
Indeed. I'm just glad there are a bunch of communities in VRChat utilizing the mixed reality as well. Like there are clubs here in VRChat utilizing it. There are other content creators starting to push it out. You can see a lot of the content sort of trickling out now. And I think it's a fascinating thing for the meta to bring in and being utilized by like VRChat. Because it's really cool to be able to see like ravers while you're in the
Yeah.
rave in your own room, someone's jumping on your bed, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's very cool. Actually, I sometimes when I do use my Quest 3 standalone, I sometimes do like double tap to check where my cat is, because sometimes she's like hiding under the blanket, and I'm just like when I have my controls on, I'm just so to kind of like annoy her a little bit. But you know, yeah, it's funny. It's also crazy that it also looks really good on mixed reality. But yeah, that's all I can say for the Quest 3. It's interesting. I'm really looking forward to December on how the wave is gonna impact VRChat in general. So that's definitely something.
So how is the Quest 3 on VRChat? How does it run? Is it a good headset? Is it something you'd suggest?
For the price, I would say yes. Honestly, it's not only the mixed reality that is worth it, that you don't really have on the Quest 2. I mean, you do have it, but it's not like this good. It's really good on the Quest 3. But also, I feel like it runs definitely faster than the Quest 2. I noticed that in a full Black Cat lobby, I tried this as well in one of my videos, that you have 10 to 20 FPS more, which is a big difference in VRChat if you know what I mean. It's a big difference.
Oh yeah.
And oh yeah. So I myself, for the price right now, I would say yes. It's definitely worth it. I mean, I use it, and I actually before I went into the podcast, I was playing Assassin's Creed Nexus because I had so much fun, like slaying all these people, and like putting my sword in. So good, great stuff.
Ooh.
So yeah, definitely.
I've actually heard a lot of things. I've been tempted to look at getting one, because this week with I think with the Quest Pro that does the similar things the Quest 3 does, it has got like some face tracking features, which I thought was pretty cool as well. I was contemplating buying one. That's why I asked how does it run.
Oh, yeah. The Quest 3 unfortunately does not have face tracking. I wish, but the Quest Pro does. But the mixed reality on the Quest Pro is not as comparable to the Quest 3. I think the Quest
Oh.
3 is standing above that. It's great.
Oh,
It's definitely something else. Yeah. When it comes to mixed reality, definitely the Quest 3. 100%.
okay.
No question.
So what's the mixed reality like on the Quest 3? It, like, is it like a big game changer, or is like a little cool thing they have?
Oh, it's a big game changer. Sometimes when I do like cook or when I just make a dish, I just have my headset on, and then you can like pull your browser somewhere, and I just watch YouTube on the right side while I do my dish on the left side, and I still can see everything. I can technically check my phone while having the headset on, and I would still read the messages.
Oh wow.
It's that clear. So in my opinion, of course, if you have like correct light source, if you have like your room light on, it's perfectly clear, at least for me. It's great. I don't use glasses on my Quest 3 because I usually wear glasses when I go outside of my home. But it's just even without glasses, it's great. It's amazing.
Wow. That's actually really cool to hear. Are there any like features that Quest comes natively for the mixed reality games, features, or tools, or is it like little things like browsers and stuff right now?
So there are games. Actually, there are a few games from Meta that you will get included into the Quest 3. Where there's one game that I also showed in the video was where there's like an UFO landing in your room, and there's like little color balls like trying to break your walls, and your walls shatter, and they just jump over the from that virtual reality into your room, and you have to try to shoot them and like get the highest score and stuff. That's crazy. And the other thing is, I think there was like another. Ah yeah, Thrill of the Fight is like a boxing game where you can also have mixed reality on, and then technically you're like literally boxing in your living room. You have the enemy right in front of you, but you can still see everything. You can still see your monitor, your bed, everything, but you're just fighting in your living room instead of like in an arena. And that's crazy. I just can't get my mind over this. It's amazing. Great
Wow.
stuff.
It
yeah.
sounds like great stuff. I can't wait to see what kind of content VRChat and users and stuff and how it gets incorporated with like the whole social platform side of the virtual world. I'm quite intrigued to see, because I've noticed a lot of VRChat people have zero problem working with new stuff, and it's almost instantaneous as soon as like a new haptic fest, face tracking, or there are different people working on that there's people making content in here for it. And I always enjoy seeing what people work on. There's so many cool things that people work with, like Tube, for example, with mixed reality. You can have Tube overlaid in your own room, and I think that's a really
so cool.
Indeed. Sorry.
So cool. That's cool.
It's
all good.
all
good. it's great stuff.
Is the headset a lot lighter to be on your face, and compared to the Quest 2 or the Valve Index, is it a lot lighter to you? Feel lighter, or does it feel still like you got a ton of weight on your face?
So the good thing is it's not the weight of a toaster. That's definitely, I can assure you, it's definitely not like super.
Weight of a toaster. Hey, look on the bright side, folks. If it is the weight of a toaster, just push the armature down and put a couple pieces of bagel in. There you go, and you got your meal ready to go. Works for me. Why not? You get here, pop up, and go.
Get the toast on there.
Yeah. Then you gotta put in my ego while you're playing VR. Click. Hey, you want one? Great. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, with butter? Okay. but yeah, it's not. I mean, you definitely feel it, no question. You have definitely something on your head because you feel it on your face. But I think I honestly, from when I have it on, it feels like I'm just like having my glasses on, but like two glasses of my glasses. It's not really like the index. The index is super blocky when you have it, and it's like kind of like going down. But the Quest 3 is actually super light. It's crazy. It's also super slim. I was super surprised when I like opened the package. It was so slim that I was like, Jesus Christ, how far have we come when it comes to virtual reality and in mixed reality? That's crazy. It's like super thin. I was really surprised.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I've noticed with the current trend of headsets like Vive, for example, the slim headset thing, I think is a trend that a lot of headset companies are trying to do. Because like most tech, as soon as you perfect it, you got to make it smaller and more compact. Instead of having like the old school phones where it's like a suitcase, now you can fit a tiny computer in your pocket. So I'm glad they're getting smaller, because having a 12-pound potato on your face is kind of hard.
Yeah, basically, this big index thing is kind of annoying me. Just okay, but I really hope for the Valve Decade to soon be announced or something. I really hope for that, because I would love to have like a new PC VR headset. I mean, technically, you could connect the Quest 3 to your PC per Air-Link and PC-Link, but I myself personally want to use this as standalone, and I would rather have like an actual PC-only headset, whether it be the Beyond or the Index, because I mean they're slim. The Beyond is super slim. It's crazy. I actually never had it in my hand, but from the videos I've seen, it's very slim, super tiny. So, but overall, I will definitely look forward to a PC only VR headset, since we only got like the HTC Vive XR Elite, for example, is also kind of like standalone, and that's cool, but I'm looking for something that I can plug in my PC, because I paid so much for this little box right there, you know? So
PCVR also has a bit of advantages over the standalones, where you can have a lot more power in it, where you can have VR graphical quality be a lot better than the standalones. Although with the new Quest coming out, it is kind of obvious that the standalones are starting to catch up a little. But having the standalone and PC VR, it gives you the best of the both worlds. Although that's, as you said, VRChat and VR is a luxury that not everyone can afford. A $600 Quest, and then a $1,200 VR headset, and then on top of that, a really expensive box sitting by your computer desk. But it is having the PC VR is a nice little breach. And that is something I noticed a lot of people who start out in VRChat go towards as well, is they'll come on a Quest 2 or a desktop, and they almost always shoot for PC VR. Like, I've seen a lot of people save their money for a computer, save their money for an Index or a Vive, and then they get full body. It is a general direction a lot of social VR users gear towards, is that.
Yep, definitely. I think it's kind of the fact, yeah, that it has more power. It's just you just see the VR, the virtual worlds, how they were actually built graphic wise. Because Quest 3 standalone, it looks good, but you're not getting, or at least what I feel like now that I have like both, you're not getting the full experience that the PC VR users actually have, especially for like events that are PC only. Like there are some clubs where you can only have a PC VR headset or on desktop. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it's understandable performance wise and stuff. So it is what it is.
I do hope the Deckard, when it comes out as a better headset, I hope it's cordless PC VR, because I do know there's a whole bunch of really cool tech for cordless PC VR. Because I remember seeing at one point there was an Index mod, or I think you can get where it works by light. You still need a battery, but it transfers all the data via light. You have a receiver in the headset, a sender in your PC, and it just sends it over. It is a really cool little way of getting corded VR without having a cord.
Yeah, yeah. There is a company, and I know the one you're speaking of, that has like for the Valve Index this little thing on the back, kind of like the HTC Vive, a wireless tracker, I think, or wireless adapter, I think it was, where you have it like on your on the back of your headset, and that is cool, but it's also too expensive for me, and the battery is 2 hours, 3 hours. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's nothing for me, but maybe for other people.
Yeah. To be honest, 2 hours isn't a whole lot of time. If you're like a average VR user, like you're just in here for a little bit, it makes sense. But if you're spending that much money on a headset, I don't think you'd be spending only 2 hours in the headset just to justify
Yeah.
the $1,200 you spent on the Index. 1,000 to 1,200.
Yeah, definitely. So it's gotta have more battery if it would even like upgrade or something, so people could actually use it for VRChat a lot longer and, I don't know, lay down or, without like having this goddamn cable somewhere somewhere twisted and whatever. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that is a direction a lot of new headsets are going towards, is the standalone. But I think standalone and PC, not necessarily PC particularly, but of similar power level of graphical quality, I think is where a lot of companies are going. At least what it seems anyway, because at least the smaller is a thing with like the big screen Beyond, the Vive XR Elite, and the Quest 3. It's very apparent they're trying to gear towards most power per small package. And hopefully the Decker does the same.
If you would add the Apple Vision Pro to this conversation, it would take us two days. Just talking about the Apple Vision Pro, it's also like something very pricey, and maybe that could, I don't know if they would like include or like make it VRChat compatible, but the Apple Vision Pro, for example, is also super thin, $3,500 just for the headset alone. I mean, that's more high luxury than it already can get with the Index and with the Quest 3. So crazy. Yeah,
I'm going to say a bit of a controversial statement here, but the Apple Vision Pro is not the most expensive luxury headset in the VR market. We have Pimax. There are headsets out there that cost $25,000 and are ginormous. It's so having expensive headsets.
There goes my sports car.
Yeah, more or less. But expensive headsets.
Hey, what are you driving? This. My headset's driving me, man. I'm not driving it no more. Fuck the car. What do you got? A whole garage. What do you got in it? Headset sitting on the floor. That'd be fucking bitching. Can you imagine some dumbass doing that? Hey, you gotta check out my sports car. That's your sports car? Oh,
nice,
yeah, I drive all over the country. Yeah, I drive everywhere. Yeah, I go all over the world, man. They even got wings and flies. Turns into a jet overnight. Just add water. Yeah, right.
I think I remember reading somewhere. I don't think the Apple Vision Pro is meant for the gamer market. I think they're meant more for like the business or the Apple user. Like if you have an Apple, like an Apple phone, apparently with the Apple Vision Pro, it's connected within the Apple family, so you'd be able to like get access to everything within the Apple world. I don't think it's necessarily for gaming. I don't think they're shooting for that market.
That's probably it. Maybe for watching movies, or I don't know, taking pictures. I mean, you can take pictures with this thing, and you can see other people's eyes when you're talking to them. They can just like pop out. It looks crazy, but yeah, it's very for high consumers, or how can I say it? High paying consumers. I think that's the right word. Yeah.
It's meant for the kind of people that fanboy over Apple and buy every Apple product. They have the Apple Watch. They have the newest expensive Apple phone, and they see the Apple headsets. Like, I got to add that to my iHome and everything else I have that's Apple related. It's for those people.
So you're trying to say if I make an Apple car, they'll buy it? Wow, I got to get into details,
Funny
man. I got to make me a
story
car.
about smart Apple cars is in our old content that doesn't exist anymore. Last year, Apple was contemplating making a smart car that had, I believe,
All right,
a
yeah.
VR headset you'd use with the car. I don't think it had Windows. It would drive intelligently with the AI, whatever, drive on its own, and there's no steering wheel. At least within the patents
Huh?
I saw. Yeah, no, it's like all self-driving. Like it's its own Apple thing. Although I don't think they actually went through with it, but it was up there on the drawing boards, and they came out with the blueprints and stuff for it. It was weird.
I could imagine the iPad being the steering wheel. It's kind of like and having the GPS on there so you can just kind of like look around it. Yeah, that'd be cool. But Apple is doing a lot of crazy stuff that I have no words for. But I can't really complain because I have an Apple phone, so don't blame me. Don't blame me.
But Lion, think logically, would you want to actually have windows in a car that you've got a headgear and it's driving you around and all that kind of shit, or you're driving it if you have to? You'd look like the biggest dork, and you know how many people would get the fuck out of your way? Oh my God, check this dumbass. He's got gear on his head and he's trying to drive this thing. Hell with you. I'm going to park my car and I'm walking. Screw this. I don't care how far. This bitch is going to run over me.
I'm not too worried about looking bad. We still live in an age where people still wear COVID masks when they're alone in their car. I'm not worried about wearing a VR headset.
I'm going to cough on the steering wheel. I don't want anybody catching it just in case they can't drive my car. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's okay. I'm not nothing against people that are germophobic, but can you imagine sitting there, you get a ride from this person, and you look over and they go, hey, I'll give you a ride. They put a mask on and they hand you one, and you're looking at like, huh? I thought COVID was slightly almost dead, you know? And no, and all of a sudden they hand you a wipe and tell you, here you go. If you touch anything, wipe my car down.
Well, okay. Back on the VR headset driving moment, I kind of want to see the first police interaction with this concept Apple car where they pull the person over. Hey, sir, can you roll down the window? What window? And then they finally open the door. This is a dude in a VR headset without a steering wheel, without gas pedals. All the seats are facing each other.
Oh my God. I can just imagine you having the Apple Vision Pro on and then the eyes just flip on. What is it, officer?
Yeah, but can you imagine what the officer going to have to write the report up? Car drives itself, guy has headgear on playing a video game. How would you? And he ran a stop sign. I didn't run nothing. I'm playing this game. It ain't my fault the car didn't know where the stop sign couldn't see because it was behind a bush. Well, what am I supposed to do? You know, I'm just driving this bitch. Yeah, right. Can you imagine being arrested? Go, sir, can I take my headset off? I'd still, you know, you got the controllers. You know, you got your hand. You want to take the shit off me first before you handcuff me because you think I'm a loony? Yeah, right. Yeah, the white van to be coming up and throwing your ass in, and there goes the padded cell. Look out for the rats. And there we are again, back to where we are. Yeah.
No. Keep the rats out of this podcast. Trauma. No.
I'm dead serious. Can you imagine trying to explain that?
Well,
straight up,
it can't be any
to
harder
your
than
experience.
It can't be any harder than the cop that pulled over the Google car that maps over the streets, that self-drives itself. Apparently, it was like running street laws here in the States.
What?
And a cop tried pulling over the Google car.
Oh, wow.
It doesn't have a driver. It is self-driving. It's got a giant camera up top. And I think it ran a stop sign or a stoplight or something, and a cop tried pulling it over. I think you can still find the video on the internet. It's kind of funny. It's got to be about there, because the car wouldn't pull over, and it just kind of had the lights on forever. And finally, the Google car pulled over, and there's no one in the car.
Yeah, you know what? The first thing the officer
Sorry.
probably thought. the person jumped out of the car on the passenger side, and he didn't see it. So he's probably looking back, there going, where'd the person get out at? I thought I saw everything. But what are you going to do? Oh, well, I guess I'm going to have to get the tow truck out here and put you in the fucking impound lot. You broke a law. Sorry, bad car. Yeah, I don't know. Holy Christ. I mean, newer things are coming out, but how are you going to get rolled up for something you didn't have control over?
Easy.
If the car, that kind of...
It's your vehicle. You were responsible for that vehicle, especially...
Responsible for...
Regardless.
Yeah, but there's nobody in the car!
It doesn't matter.
What are you going to do when it goes... What are you going to do if the car... You turn around and send the car out. You stay home, send the car out to go get you a pizza.
It doesn't matter.
Because you didn't want...
Because it's still your property. It's a lot like...
I got that, but when they pull the...
I understand it, but it's a lot like owning a gun that can shoot itself. Even if you
I
control it does not matter because it is a large weight that you are responsible for once it hits the road. I don't care if you can drive it or not, it's self-driving or not. Whenever you own a piece of technology that can hurt others, you are 100% responsible for what that thing does, even if you can't drive it. So you would, even if the car runs someone over, you as the owner of that vehicle are still responsible for whatever laws that car breaks. At least that's my view.
Okay, no problem. But can you imagine somebody knocking on your door, holding your pizza box, and he's a police officer, your car ran a light back there, I'm going to write you up a ticket. That'd be so fucked up. So fucked up. Right now, here's your pizza, and I'm going to write you up for a ticket because your car ran the light back there about 4 blocks. Oh, shit. Yeah, right. That'd be so fucking funny. I'd laugh my ass off. Imagine the dumbass that goes to work going, yeah, my car gave me another ticket this week. What'd it do? Ran a stop light and the officer brought me my pizza. Oh my fucking God.
I kind of want to know how many people in the Tesla cars would drive horribly, get pulled over, and just pull over, sit in the passenger seat. No, officer, I wasn't driving, it's self-driving. Just so in order to avoid their own dumb mistakes.
Oh my God. Okay, that's... I'll be honest, that's a smart move, but it's definitely not legal. That's for sure.
Well, I believe the Tesla.
That's a smart move.
Just blame it on your wife. Just blame it on your wife. Say it's your wife's car. I'm just in for the ride. You're in the passenger seat.
Yeah, you break the law.
So she gets the ticket.
Throw your wife under the bus.
On the bus. Yep. Well, yeah. Well, hey, she did. Hey, man, she got me 6 times for parallel parking where I wasn't supposed to. What am I supposed to do? And I'm paying her tickets. Mm-hmm.
Hey, sweetheart. Happy anniversary. I went out to get your anniversary gift, and now you get to have a ticket right along with it. I love you.
Yeah, here's your pearls. I got you a new necklace for our anniversary. Too bad the ticket came with it. Yeah, right, because I used your car. Yeah, right.
The necklace is the ticket. You have it on it. It's hanging right on there.
There you go.
Yes.
Now that's thinking,
a present
man.
and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, the ticket
I know
being
it's
the half.
anniversary, and you wanted an expensive gift this year, and it costs. It's a $10,000 gift. I hope you enjoy it, and it's just pearls with a ticket wrapped around.
Oh my God, no! Oh no! Oh my God!
I can't wait until next year. I'm gonna get you a toaster. I'm gonna get you a toaster next year. Can you just mow the yard like everybody else and just take me out to dinner? No, I thought the pearls would be better with a ticket. You know those pranky people out there.
You wanted expensive gifts, sweetheart. This is the most expensive thing
There
I
you
can
go. That's the thing I could give up. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're not even true pearls. They're aftermarket. It's the ticket you got to pay for. It's 10 grand. Woo, nice one. Oh, no, how many got fucking did? Yeah. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's great.
The weird shit we think of in here.
So what initially brought you into VR chat? Now that we're off that side tangent that went on far longer than it should
All right,
have.
yeah, completely forgot about that. Oops. Yeah. What brought me into VR chat? Ooh. Okay, that is not an easy question. It sounds super easy, but I really have to think for this one. I think what really brought me into VR chat is, and what kept me staying is probably the people that I'm around with, the people that I hang out with, the people that I go on evening, night to play games, to, the story that I told you about you guys, about the Just Be Club. We were just hanging out and just chilling after a hard day of work, and that is what I come into VR chat and what I stay. Now, although now it's also YouTube in that sense, since I also do like content creation, also go on VRChat to do the content, because obviously without VRChat the content wouldn't be there about VRChat. So it's basically split in half. On the one side, I have the people that I usually hang out very often with, and we always have a great time. And on the other side, I go on VRChat to do my recordings, to do the podcasts, to do the experiments, to do the VRChat developer updates, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, but it's in one word, it's the people that are very close to me. So definitely.
Personal, I gotta ask this question. Well, after your episode that you had in the B Club, did you go back again to the same room and wondered if they were going to come back? I was just curious.
I'll be honest, yes. I was looking if they're still there. I was looking if they're still there. I mean,
oh my God.
Honestly, I have to say this now. I have to clear it up. We didn't really block them, but we like hid their avatar. But we know their name. They were very vividly. They were like couple names. They were like, Booby or Boba or something, like these couple names that are very similar to each other. And actually, we left that room, but we came back again to see if they're still doing it in the lobby. Yes, but no. I was about to say unfortunately. Fortunately, they did not. Okay, yeah, boom.
You always want to go back to those things, Line, just to see if, a day later and go back and see if, you stop your ass in front of the same spot and wonder if the same people come back. It's like that people that, use those motels over and over again. They've got their regulars, if you get my drift. Yeah, you just want to go, well, they're back again, folks. Well, unblock them. Okay. And next week at this time, we're going to have actually a wildlife situation, and we're going to learn the birds and the bees. If you get my drift.
There's a great website that I wish would include things like that for motels. People of Walmart. If you don't know what that is,
oh God,
there's a store here called Walmart where it attracts the most interesting people. And for things like motels or VR chat, I'd love to see a website like that. People of VR chat or people of motels, just to see the wild and wacky people you find. It's a great website. If none of you out there have ever been to the website People of Walmart, I would heavily suggest you go. It's funny as shit.
I'll check it out. I'm from Germany, so it's a little, I don't know much of the American stuff. Just a bit from the people that I usually hang out with. They're American, and also, don't get me wrong, I do have a little bit of latency as well. So I hope everything goes fine.
Well,
yeah.
if that's the case, and you check out Walmart in the United States, make sure your glasses are clean because you think there might be something wrong with them, and you might have to have your eyes checked. I just want to make sure because I've been on that site. You're going, are you freaking serious? Yeah.
Here's how to put it: in the United States, there's a hierarchy. There's the 1%. There's the wealthy off. There's middle class. There's white trash. And then Walmart people.
Oh my God. Okay. I know exactly what I gotta do, and after this podcast, check out this website.
It should be where it's Walmart and people who don't give a shit. Like, whoa, wow, Walmart's public. Oh, I forgot that.
No,
oh my
Raptor.
God.
People of Walmart are below Because come on, they're the same people.
I got that.
Yeah, never mind.
I got you, buddy. I got you. It's just the idea. I've been there. Hey, it's bad enough that you go into Walmart after you see this. You're not from there, but you go into Walmart and you wander around and you forget what you're buying because you just want to make sure you don't see something like you just saw a couple of days ago. It's bad, man. It's that bad.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm self-warning you. That's all. Just make sure your seat's comfortable and you got what you want because you're going to be glued to your screen. Are you fucking serious? People do this shit and you go, uh-huh. You'll be calling you people on your cell phone going, hey, you got to check out this website. Friends of your own. You got to watch this. Come on over. Fuck it. We'll just have a party just watching this. It's better than football. Yeah. It's fucking hilarious shit.
Oh god. Oh yeah, I'll check that out, definitely. I'll check that out.
Not sponsored. We're
Not
nowhere involved.
We're not sponsored
It's
by
just a great website.
sponsored by Walmart. Yeah, we're not sponsored at all. No.
Well, after
God, if we
kind
get
of
a
pointing
call
out people of
or a
Walmart-
text, we get a text from them, from somebody from there, goes, that was me in there, blah, blah, blah. I want to support you. What? I'm going to go, whoa, we are getting
Raptor,
really into the low
I
part
don't
of it.
think we'll have to worry
What?
about that. We'll probably anger Walmart by pointing out people of Walmart, which makes Walmart look bad. They'll be far away from us, guaranteed.
Wait a minute. If it made people look bad, if Walmart made Walmart look bad, I don't think they really give a rat's ass. They would have had it tore down a long time ago.
You got a point.
Think about it. You got it.
Oh,
You want to know how many people there in Walmart work there, see that and say nothing, knowing they're probably going, God, the camera's out now. I'm going to record this and
Not
put it
gonna
on
lie.
YouTube.
they probably add to the website themselves. Because in retail, people don't treat you that well. So when you have a website dedicated to making your own customers look like themselves as they are, I guarantee you, like, oh, cool, I saw a person, a full-grown dude who's 400 pounds in a tutu, riding around in a really comically tiny jacket in a Walmart. It's going to end up on there. No questions.
Yes, it will be. Yep.
Oh,
Do you have anything like that where you're at?
In
Do you have
Germany, no, we don't have
anything
that. No, fuck no.
I was just curious. Hey, it might be a website we don't know about. Just want to watch it, you know? I'm going, wow, let's
Not
compare
that I know
Walmart
of.
to Germany's ordeal. Yeah, damn.
No,
Damn.
God.
That'd be great.
oh,
I think it'd be funnier now.
oh.
Oh god, no.
You probably seen some shit like that, haven't you, over there in Germany? But you can't tell me you guys are, don't do oddball shit off the wall. Everybody does, but they just don't get caught.
We're all ordinary people.
Don't- Oh,
It's all good.
okay. I gotcha. Okay. We'll stop that bus right there and get off right there.
I now understand why most people make fun of the United States, because everyone else is normal people, and then we have people of Walmart that represent our country.
It doesn't wait, whoa. It doesn't even have to be Walmart. It could be anything. We do the stupidest shit. And I'm one of them, okay? I'm sorry, I'm a little older, but I done some stupid shit when I was a kid. It just didn't have recorders enough to catch it. Now everybody's got a phone. That's why, oh shit, now it's being recorded. Times have changed. You're going, oh fuck, get the phone out and let's watch this. Yeah, because people are not, back then, you didn't have to worry about it. If you're going to do stupid shit, all you heard it is word of mouth. Town-wise, if you get my joke. Did you see what Billy did? What do you mean? He went up onto the water tower and he wrote his girlfriend's name and he couldn't spell it and he wrote it backwards. It don't make anything. Who in the hell is USA? Who in the hell is USA instead of Susie? It's USA. Why? Who in the hell is that? We don't even have anybody in town like that. Yeah, it gets around fast. Now, you just, wow, this guy can't spell. I can't either, but look what the hell he's spelling. Does he, what's he doing? Hanging upside down and putting in, what kind of paint and all this kind of crap. Yeah. It's just one of those things. We just
Not gonna lie, you lost
Times
me
have
partway into
changed.
that.
That's okay, no big deal. I'm just rambling. So,
All good.
Oh,
whoops.
well, thank you very much, Parzeval, for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure getting to meet and speak with you.
It's
welcome.
been it's a
Anytime.
blast. It's a blast. It's
We're-
been really a blast.
I like that I don't have to talk much about myself. I can just enjoy the podcast. That's what's very important. It's amazing.
Oh
That
wow!
was
Let's
good.
whoa! Don't stop the cameras. Let's get deeper into this. Wow, you don't want to.
Whoa.
Whoa, no, you know. No, I'm just joking.
I basically answered everything that can be questioned, I reckon. So yeah, I'm doing content and
Yeah.
I'm doing this. But that was great. I had a great time, guys. Thank you very much for inviting me. I really appreciate
We
it.
appreciate
and you
it.
guys
Not a problem.
Yeah, we appreciate
subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the Metaverse Degen channel. Do it right now. Because else you're missing out on something. So do it right now. Go ahead. You're not missing. You should not be missing out on something. Go ahead. Boom. I said it. Here you go. Thanks.
Do you,
Very much.
but much we appreciate. Do you have anything you want to plug out there? I'm
Yeah.
taking Lion's line. I just took his job. Yeah.
Well, I would like to Supreme, of course. Their sponsor me. Okay, no, I'm sorry. no,
Why
I
should I
have
say
no one to-
Walmart? Why should I say Walmart?
I definitely got to shout out the biggest inspiration that made this channel happen from an inspiration point. Twice in FIA, definitely. There are people that I definitely someone I really hang out a lot with, and FIA is definitely someone where people can look up to when it comes to content creation in general. And it's just can't thank these people enough that I can be around them, around these special people that also not only give advice but also are understanding kind of like the struggle, I would say, when it comes to content creation. And we can kind of like talk to each other and just, share our experiences. Also, shout outs to Twiddles, my homie Twitter space host. Yeah. And that's all the shout outs I can give out.
Well, where can people find you if they wish to find you?
If you want to find me, go ahead and go on your YouTube page and look for Parzeval with an E, not with an I. And just put Parzeval VRChat on there, and then you can find me. Or you can also find me on my on Twitter at ParsVRC. Yeah, that's the two
Oh.
where people can find me.
All right, Raptor. I think I only got two things left. Is one, read out the names of the people who joined the hamster ball, and then close out. So with that said, fun fact, we actually
Hamster ball.
Yeah, that's what I named the Patreon tier. The only layer, which is the $1. Its existence, I'm still figuring it out. But a couple of people did join in order to be nice. I wanted to read their names out, which is Training Fangs.
Okay, go. Give them out.
And yeah, hold on. Fuck English. I'm bad with this. Should it be? Hey.
I
Fortunately,
totally
my
get the
brain
pain.
does not work half of the time.
He had scrambled eggs this morning. He forgot
Yeah,
to eat the last
forbidden-
bit of it, and it's still getting
Training
cold.
Fangs and
Yeah, that's what it is.
Trading Fangs and Forbidden Zero. Yeah. So with that said, within down the hoobly what's it down there, we actually have a card, metaversedegen.card.co. Feel free to go click that. All our social media is there. We have a Discord. You're more than welcome to join. We're there all the time, hanging out, gaming, or doing something, memeing about. So come by, say hi. With that said, close us out.
And
Raptor.
on that note, folks, whatever you do, who you are, what you are, the weirdest things you might see out there, you're going to have that camera. But just do me a favor. Don't put it on Walmart. Don't blame it on Walmart. Have a good one, folks. We'll talk to you later. Bye.